Welcome back. This is the third part in our series. We're kind of finishing the actual, what we call the hack, the highlight and contour. So the first video we talked about was the main highlight that you can use wherever you want. If you want buildable coverage, you can put it all over your face. If you do not want to, you don't want to build up that coverage, you want as little as makeup as possible, then you just place it in the bearded areas or basically any area where you're not putting contour or the brightening. You don't have to put it over. It does not have to be all over your face. So that's totally your preference. Now today, we are going to move to number 3, the contour. For me, this was the game changer. This is something that I had tried before. I had the wrong color. I had no idea where to put it. And so this, and also it was color matched to me. So if you are interested, again, we can help you with color matching. If you want to try it on, you're welcome to do that. But if you want color matched, these are the only 3 things that really we encourage you to get color matched because they do make a difference if they're the correct shade. So that being said, I'm going to show you a couple different ways that you can do your contour. On one side of my face, I'm going to show you with just the brush. And on the other side of my face, I'm going to show you that if you like to control the product or you're kind of learning how to use a brush, then you may want to start with your finger and blend it in with your brush. That's how I started. Again, I just had a hard time controlling the product at first. You will get the hang of it. It gets easier and easier. And I can tell you now that my makeup, the actual part, like my makeup, I can get done about 5 minutes, depending on how, up to 10 to 12, how detailed I get with my eyes and color matching and all those things. But this is very, very fast. All right, but at first it will take a little time and a little practice just to remember where to put things. So again, with this video, I'm going to be talking about contour. Contour is it's kind of, when you're 45, you know what Spanx is. They call it Spanx for the face. It is to give you this natural look that you already have, but where skin is maturing. Even young girls love contour because maybe they don't have that cheekbone. They don't have the detail in the face. They want to add a little more detail, a little more dimension, more 3D of a look. So on this side of my face, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use that same brush that I've been using for my whole face. It is now called the 3D brush. It is a beginner. Now, if you have concerns, if you have mature skin, let me know because I might have another brush for you. But most people are going to start with this because they can do their whole face with it. Now, this side of the brush, I used it for my brightener. It is okay to mix colors because I will tell you that this makeup, it doesn't come off. You're going to feel a little bit, especially if you get too much, and as you get going, it's going to be, a little bit, you're going to feel maybe a little excess at first. And also remember that it takes 2 to 3 weeks for your skin to transition to this. There's a lot of natural ingredients into it. And for me, it took about 2 to 3 weeks before it just felt seamless on my face. But now I do not feel it on my face. It's very light. But it does take a few weeks for your skin to transition to and I think that's pretty typical for any makeup line. It takes about 2 to 3 weeks for your skin to adjust to the new material or to the new product that's in it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you. I'm just going to place the contour. I'm not going to blend it yet. Okay, so I am not going to like swipe like this. I am going to kind of drag my contour. I'm going to kind of make that kind of squared. And then typically you're going to take it all the way across your forehead because I'm trying to show you 2 different ways. I'm going to drag it to the middle of my forehead. Now, if you have a very large forehead, feel free to bring that contour down, that line down farther. It will give the illusion of having a smaller forehead. Now, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to kind of drag my brush and And don't worry if you're thinking, oh my goodness, I don't know if you're gonna blend it. Do not worry. That was my first problem with contour is you're gonna notice it's a very different consistency. It's meant to stick. It's not meant to blend as well as your highlights, your brightening and your main highlight. It's made to stick so that it gives you definition. So it is a little bit, it's a thicker consistency when you put it on. So you're gonna want more of a drag. And then be very careful on your cheeks. There's not much of a place where you need to really contour. I don't bring it down too far. If you have more mature skin or it's maturing like mine, then I don't want to bring it down here where I've got this looser skin. You know, I don't want to bring the attention to that. So basically, when you're doing your cheeks, you're going to stay either right on that cheekbone or just right above it. Because again, I like to go just a little bit above. Well, I'm doing this side. Don't forget that side. Never mind. I like to bring it just a little bit above, and then I'm going to show you how to lift that. And then again, I can blend that, and I'm going to bring it right along the jawline. I like to take it up to the ear. I like it to be in that natural shadow, okay? So you could do the whole thing with your brush. If you feel better, you can get it on your finger. You also can, with your finger, sometimes for some people, they feel like they can get it more distinct. So even though I've already kind of put it there, I'm going to go ahead and show you that you can just take your finger and make a line there. Make a line on your nose. I almost think on the nose, it's actually easier just to use my finger. But if I'm a rush and I just have it on my brush, doesn't matter to me. And do the same thing here. You could also use dots. It doesn't have to be a line. All right, so what I'm gonna do right now is I am going to actually take a picture. Just so, I'm going to take one more. Even though it looks kind of scary, that way you're gonna have a picture to help you remember where to place the contour. Then, what I like to do for my forehead, and you can choose, you might want to use the smaller side to keep that wherever you want it to stick. I like to use the bigger side and I blend it into my forehead. Then I'm going to take that smaller end because I do not want this to drag too far. Okay, so then I'm very careful that I drag up. So now I'm going to take that bigger side. Just be careful not to over blend. And again, if you don't like it, you just blend it in more. But I try to keep it right in there, and hopefully you can already see a difference there. I'm gonna do the same thing here. And again, I'm blending up as I'm trying to lift. I don't want it to sag, so I don't want to get down into that skin. And I don't want to keep it down here. Remember, it's kind of like right there, just where those small cheekbones are. And then don't forget to get under your chin. This is the only place where you're dragging the product down, just into that natural shadow. And then I'm going to take the smaller side. And you could, if you would like a more distinct, some people like it distinct all the way to their eyebrow. I don't typically do that, but I will kind of drag it with my brush up so that it just gets a slight shadow so it looks like it's not stopping. That way you've got a nice blended shadow that no one, when they look at you, they don't think, oh, she's got contour on. Because it's all in that natural shadow. And you can see that it gives you a nice, dewy, smooth look, and it just defines your natural beauty. Then there is one more step. I'm going to go ahead and show you right on here. You do not have to have a lip and cheek, but we do have several colors. One of my favorite colors is nude. And so for this one, I'm just going to you could stick your brush right in there. Again, you're mixing the colors, you're blending them. So it is okay. And I don't know if I can show you, like it stays on my face. You know how some brushes you'll be like, oh, I don't want that color here. That's not gonna happen with these brushes, okay? I was very amazed with that. So then again, this is gonna kind of go right above that contour. And then you're gonna kind of blend the two together just to give a little color to your face. Again, you could make it as light. Some of these colors look really, really dark and scary for the lip and cheek. You can put them as light or as dark as you want. It's buildable coverage. It's cream. You don't like it, you blend it out. And there you go. And then you could add a little bit, that same color, to your lips. And you have a 3D look. So thank you. If you have questions, want color matched, want instructions for anything, or you have a problem and you want help with it, please let me know. It also gives me ideas for videos. I want to be responsive to you. I hope you enjoy the makeup as much as I do. Thanks so much.